fellow dorks? It is the Turtle Dork back with a new trailer reaction for you today. So it looks like yesterday dropped the trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Yeah, been waiting a long time for this. So Jason Reitman is directing this movie, who his father directed the first two. Of course, we had the spin-off, the remake version with Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy and all of them. So that came out, what, 2016? But it looks like this one is going to follow the canon from the first two films. So don't really know much about it, except that I know Paul Rudd is in it, Finn Wolfhard, which it seems like he's in everything that has to do with kids and adventures, coming of age. But that's fine. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out the trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife.
What are you doing here in Somerville anyway?
Honestly, my mom won't say it, but we're completely broke. And the only thing that's left in our name is this creepy old farmhouse our grandfather left us in the middle of nowhere. Why'd you bring me up here?
Entertainment value?
What is that?
I don't know.
Somehow, a town that isn't anywhere near a tectonic plate, that has no fault lines, no fracking, no loud music even, is shaking on a daily basis.
Under the dining table now!
You know, I like the vibe of this.
Hey, remember that one summer we died under a table?
I found this in my living room.
Whoa, killer replica.
A replica of what?
A ghost trap? There hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years. New York in the 80s? It's like The Walking Dead. Your dad never mentioned this to you?
It's just my mom. My grandfather died. My mom says we're just here to pick through the rub love's life.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Call it fate. Call it luck. Call it karma. I believe that everything happens for a reason. Come on, darling.
It has a gunner seat?
You know what? I really like that. That has really changed. It actually goes against everything that I actually thought this movie was going to be. You notice it right off the bat that the tone and the feel and the vibe of this feels something completely different than what we got in the first two movies, which those movies really felt like horror comedies, but really leaned into a lot of the comedy. Even with the remake in 2016, led with like the comedy. This has like that kind of 80s Amblin, Steven Spielberg, Goonies type of vibe to it. And they're leaning that way, towards that way first. And I like how you don't get any of the original characters, because with Ghostbusters 3, a lot of people would be expecting to see the original characters and then passing the torch. But this feels something that's wholly different. It feels like they're kind of going in a different direction, where you're really building up the younger generation, and you'll probably just have the older characters come in to kind of complement the story and complement those characters, which I really kind of like. And I like not showing them in this trailer and focusing directly on the kids. I think it's a really, really smart move. And I like the fact that it takes place in kind of like this this rural area, like not in like a big city like New York City or anything like that, like, you know, a small town, something that's outside of the big city. I don't know, it's I'm liking everything that I'm seeing from this so far. They're really selling us on something different that if they want to, they could really further this franchise and further this story in an interesting way that if you would have done it the other way, I think there would have been, I don't know, I think you would have put a cap on this in some degree, or it just, I don't think it would have resonated with new audiences. But with this, I've always liked Jason Reitman, man. I really have. Like all of his films, like Up in the Air, Juno, I liked him as a filmmaker, and it feels like he's bringing his own personal aesthetic of Ghostbusters that he from his filmmaking to his father's franchise and doing it in his own unique way. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, this caught me off guard, man, but this has me intrigued, so definitely looking forward to this one. Let me know what you thought of Ghostbusters Afterlife in the comments below. Remember to rate, like, subscribe, and share. And go to check out my other dorks at MouthDork, at TheDiscoDork, at WB Dash, and at Sidewalk Siren. And as for me, I am the Turtle Dork. And with that, I'm out.